Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be playing Flames of War. This time it's going to be a 1500 point late war battle between a German Ersatz Pioneer Company versus a US 2nd Recon Cavalry Troop. So we're going to be playing version 3 of Flames of War. I realize version 4 is on its way and will probably be out sometime in 2017, but until that happens we're going to keep on enjoying version 3. So here you go, on to the armies.
Okay, so here we have my Ersatz Pioneer Company. First off, the 3 infantry platoons in the middle. Those are just 3 confident trained Pioneer platoons. The different weapons you see in there, they're all just rifle MG teams. Next we have the Schwer Panzer Platoon on the left, so that is 2 Tigers. The one with 2 people on it is Otto Carius, and his buddy Kesher is with him. Next up, on the top right-hand corner, we have Pack 40 RSOs. And then lastly, we have 2 WESP artillery battery with all the appropriate teams. And then on the bottom right, we have the company commander, the 2 IC, and then a Pioneer supply truck. And that is 1495 of Ersatz Pioneer Company.
Okay everyone, this is my Cavalry Recon troop. It's a 2nd US Cavalry. It is confident vet, except for the artillery, which is going to be confident trained. So let's go through what I've got. I've got 6 platoons. My HQ and 2 IC are in M8 scout cars. These are the Greyhounds. And then there are 2 armored cavalry platoons. So they have an armored car in each one, a machine gun jeep, and a mortar jeep. So 3 units in each one of those. Then we also have a platoon of 4 Chaffee light tanks. They're kind of like Stuarts on steroids. They're awesome little light tanks, AT-10, but still have the fast tank rule. Then we have a tank destroyer platoon. This is the M36 Jackson. We got 4 of those, and the tank destroyer recon section that can let those guys use the tank destroyer ambush. And then we have a platoon of 3-inch anti-tank guns as well as 2 attached bazooka teams, the command team. Now I built this list out of the new Battle of the Bulge compilation, and in that compilation this platoon lost the ability to have the tank destroyer rule, so they're not ambushing or popping in like the Jacksons can do. And then we have, I mentioned them earlier, the trained M105 artillery, just a general all-purpose artillery unit that is pretty awesome. So there you go, that is my 1495 of US Cav Recon. Okay, so we rolled off, and I won the choice of attacker. That lets me pick the table side, so I picked to this side over here, and my opponent, MGas Jake, gets the other side. We're playing free-for-all, so it's length side against length side, and just like any good Flames of War game, before you start, it's always good to have a discussion with your opponent over the terrain, so it saves arguments during the game. So normally these are woods. We don't have too many trees there, so we can drive our tanks and whatnot in them. We have woods on the table. We have fields, which is slow going and concealment for everybody. The hedgerows are all tall, so they conceal block line of sight completely for vehicles and infantry. Buildings are buildings. We have some wrecked buildings. Stone walls are low concealment. Infantry gets bulletproof cover on the other side of them. There's a plowed field. That's slow going. Fences, concealment. I think that's it. Jake, do we miss anything else?
Nope.
All right, so there you go. This is where the battle begins. We're going to go ahead and deploy and then come back with deployment when we're done. All right, so we have deployed. Each of us has 6 platoons, so it should be good. So over here in the U.S. deployment, I have my Chaffee light tanks on the road, as well as my 105mm artillery protecting this objective, a unit of cavalry recon, and my tank destroyer section. So this is the recon section for the tank destroyers. That's those fine fellas when they they decided to hop on in. And then on this flank, I have another objective I need to protect, and I've got my 3-inch anti-tank platoon here with their attached bazookas and a cavalry recon platoon right there. Over on the German side, he's got those terrible little packs in that field with a pioneer platoon. You might not be able to see it, but he's got his artillery right behind the back hedge there. And then he's got 2 pioneer platoons in the houses here. So every house that has the roof kind of askew, that has infantry in it. And then behind that building is where Otto Carius and his ambush could occur. It's a little, I'll go around here so you can see it. That little Kubel wagon right there is where Otto Carius and his buddy Kesher can ambush from. So similar to a US tank destroyer ambush. So I'm going to go ahead and do reconnaissance moves, and then we're going to roll off for first turn. Alright, so my 2 cavalry recon platoons moved. One moved up the road there, and one moved behind that tree line there. So now we're going to roll off for first turn. I believe Jake placed a platoon last, so he's going to get a +1 on this roll. So let's go ahead and roll off, Jake. See who gets first turn. 6-4, so that's USA first turn. Now the rules in free-for-all is I have a moving rate of fire for everything on turn 1, and I cannot fire artillery. So no artillery bombardments for me on turn 1. Otherwise, it's game as normal, so we'll come back after movement. I have made my moves. The 2 cavalry recon platoons basically sidled over so they can draw some line of sight to Germans in those buildings. The Chaffies over here with the 2 IC, who really just exists as a meat shield, moved up to put some fire into the Germans as well. And my large guns have all stayed put. They're not going to shoot. Well, they might shoot, but they're going to try to dig in anyway. So these guys are going to dig in. And they... Is it a skill test for digging in?
Yeah.
So they're dug in. And then over here, these guys are confident trained and not confident vet. So before, they're not dug in. Okay, so first up, I'm going to fire with my Chaffee platoon. I've got 3 at short range. We're going to do those first, firing at this guy. So he's the short range target that's making it easier to hit. He is trained, gone to ground, and in concealing terrain, so it's going to be 5s to hit him. Alright, so we're just going to make a minor correction, and we're going to put that team back in the building. We have a little bit of cross rules going on here. So the rule is if the main gun fires, the 50 cal AA machine gun cannot fire. So I just want to make that correction before you put it in the comments on YouTube. Alright, so there you go. Those guys shot and whiffed. So that infantry team is alive. It was all just a dream. On to the next platoon. Alright, next up, this cavalry recon platoon is going to be firing its 50 cals at that infantry right there standing outside of the building and his associated platoon. I've got 6 shots, 3 from the armored car, 3 from the Jeep, 50 cal.
Roll those 3 separately, because he's out in the open to that guy.
He's out in the open? No, they're all gone to ground.
But they're not concealed.
Oh, he's not concealed from him.
From that guy. He's concealed from everybody else.
Alright, so this guy's going to have an open shot. He's going to hit on 4s. And this guy's going to be hitting on 5s. So I'll do the 4s first. And we got 2 hits. Then we're going to do needing 5s. We got no hits. And then we've got 1 mortar firing across needing a 5. No. So 2 50 cal hits, 1 has to go out in the open.
That guy. Dead. And then 1 guy in the building.
So firepower. 5 up firepower. Got him.
Okay.
Alright, this next platoon is going to be firing at that guy in the building. So we've got the 50 cal Jeep is out of line of sight, but we've got 3 50 cal shots from the Greyhound. Looking for 5s. We got 2 hits there. And then 1 shot from the mortar Jeep, needing a 5. No. Alright, so 2 saves on that dude inside the building.
1.
Okay, and we need a 5 up to kill him. We got him. Alright, so Jake just told me that that was the company commander in that building. So we're going to roll a 4 up to see if he is dead. He's dead.
Another 50 cal firepower.
50 cal firepower. Yay, 50 cals. Alright, I'm not going to shoot these guys, so they're going to go ahead and stay gone to ground. And I can't fire my artillery, so that is US turn 1. On to Ersatz Pioneers. What is the wily German player going to do now? So, in response to the desperate pleas of the German infantry, Otto Carius and his buddy Kesher have rolled up in their Tiger 1s. So, they have now ambushed and the Kugelwagen goes away. Alright, Jake's going to try to dig in some folks.
Alright, this platoon over here.
Okay.
They
are dug in.
And then this platoon. Got
there as well. Well, that supply wagon didn't come in handy.
No.
Yeah, anyway. Alright, so first up, let me recap German movement. There was no German movement.
Done.
Recapped. Now, Jake's going to start the firing phase by firing his artillery, which is right back here, ranging in right on top of my anti-tank. He's up against the hedge, so he can see him. And he's going to cover all 5 of those teams. But he's ranging in on a 6. So first attempt. Close. Second attempt. Close, so it's teasing you. Third attempt. No. Alright, so that's artillery.
Okay, so Otto is shooting and trying to snipe out that one artillery gun back there.
So he's going all the way here to this 105mm artillery?
Yep.
Okay.
So 2 shots. You're confident vet, right?
These are trained.
Alright, so hitting you on 3s.
Okay, you have, and that's because you have no long range penalty, is that right?
No long range and you get no concealment too.
What about being gone to ground?
So no concealment.
Yeah, okay.
And I get to reroll.
And why does he get to reroll?
Because his whole platoon gets to reroll 3 misses.
Okay. Alright, so normally a gun team gets a 5-up save, but because they did not shoot, they get a 3-up. But I think, if I remember your rule right, it goes back to a 5-up because your hit ignores concealment. That sound right?
Yes.
Alright, so I need a 5-up. And I make it. The gun's okay. Alright, so Kesher is firing next, that Tiger tank there on the left. And he's firing into this Cav Recon platoon. So he's got 2 main gun shots, looking for 4s. Those are vets.
1.
So 1 hit. And I'm assuming you're preferring
Yes.
the Greyhound?
Yeah.
Alright, so go to firepower. 3-up firepower.
Got him.
He is destroyed. Okay, so Jake's middle Pioneer platoon there in those houses are going to be firing their rifles at this platoon as well. Only the machine gun Jeep is in range. He's got 4 shots, looking for 5s.
Nothing.
Nada. Okay, that's the end of the German turn. Just to recap what they did, Otto Carius and his buddy ambushed in. All they managed to do was blow up a Greyhound. So that's okay. I can live with that. No other losses. So on to US turn 2.
Hit that artillery hard.
You can try. All right.
Okay.
Movement is done. I brought up the Chaffies to fire at the infantry. The remains of this platoon has kind of jumped over here to huddle with this platoon. They can still fire on some guys there in the buildings. And these guys are staying put right now. I'm going to use the platoon commander to range in on that infantry stand there in the woods. So we're going to cover a lot if we manage to range in. But normally I'd range in on a 5, but since he's ranging in, a platoon commander, it's going to be on a 6. So let's see if I can get time on target, Jake. Here we go. A 6 on the first roll.
Please don't.
Time on target.
Oh.
Time on target. Alright, so holding the template over, pointing it back at the firing battery over there. I've got all 4 of the pack RSOs and 3 infantry stands under the template. Alright, so I need 4s to hit the pack 40s and 3s to hit the infantry. So here are the pack 40s. We got 1 hit on them, and then 3 on the infantry, hitting on 3s. And we got 1 hit on the infantry. So that's enough to pin the infantry. Jake, do you want to make a save for the pack? I assume their top armor is 0.
Yeah.
So you need a anti-tank 4, so you need a 40 to equal or 5 or better to bounce. Alright, so looking for a 5 to bounce. So that's a possible bail. And then a 3-up save for your infantry. And you re-roll successful saves because of time on target. And you are saved. And then the 4, the glance, is the best you could do on that because a glance counts as a hit, so you can't re-roll it. So let's say a 4-up to bail you out. So 1 pack 40 is bailed out. Alright, so we're going to start with the Chaffies here. They're going to fire 50 cals into the infantry. So we'll do the Chaffies first. That's going to be 12 50 cal shots. And then that's going to be 8 30 cal shots. So here are the 50 cal shots hitting on 5s, because that's a separate platoon, right, Jake? They didn't shoot this turn?
Yeah, everything right here is 1 platoon.
Alright, so they didn't shoot, so still looking for 5s to hit. So we've got 4 50 cal hits, and then we'll do 8 30 cal. We've got 3 30 cal hits, and then the 2 IC is going to go with them. He's just going to shoot 3 50 cal shots as well, and he gets 1 more. So we've got 5 50 cal and 3 30 cal to distribute. Okay, so Jake has assigned his hits to 4 different infantry teams that can be seen. The 5s represent the 50 cals, the 6s are 30 cals. He's going to go ahead and make his saves.
So
well, hopefully fail his saves.
Here,
So good. Those were 2 50 cals.
Good.
50.
50 there.
Let me make the
Just roll
firepower.
that, yeah.
5 plus. Nope.
Hey, you failed 1. And a 50 here.
Yep, good.
And
So this needs a 6. Nope. Don't. Saved.
And last one.
Saved.
Got it.
But that is enough to pin them. But they weathered the storm. Germans. Okay, so kind of off to a slow start. That's it for my shooting. The Armored Recon doesn't have that much firepower until my Jacksons pop, but they're not popping yet. They're counterbalancing those Tigers. But I did manage to kill a couple of infantry over there, and I think that's it. So on to German, turn 2. Alright, so these 2 platoons are going to fire onto that infantry platoon there, really just the guys in that building. We're going to go with the first platoon that didn't move. So the M8 armored car is going to fire 2 shots, normally needing 5s, but 4s because those guys opened up. So 4s with main guns, and we got 1 hit so far.
I'll shoot the main gun save real quick on this guy. So firepower.
It's going to be a 4-up firepower. Got him. Then we also have 2 mortar shots from that same platoon hitting on 4s. This Jeep did not move with the mortars, and we got 2 mortar hits there. But that's it for that platoon, Jake, so you got 2 hits.
Are they beyond 16?
They're 24.
Yeah, so you need 5 saves then.
Oh, so then that is a miss. Alright, so on to the next platoon. The next platoon, the machine gun Jeep can't shoot because it's long range, but that mortar Jeep can shoot. It moved 1 shot, needing a 5. Nada. So that's it for that platoon. Okay, so Jake's going to try to
So he's getting back in on a 4.
On a 4, okay.
Got it.
All right, so he bailed back in. And that infantry platoon there is also pinned from that hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're unpinned. All right.
And then these infantry.
Are also unpinned. Okay, recapping German movement. Kescher sidled his Tiger over to draw a line of sight over here to the 3-inch anti-tank guns, and looks like the Pack 40s have come out to play. So, all right, Jake, what you gonna do first?
All right, first we're gonna do Carius's platoon, 2 shots at your artillery. That's no longer ground to ground.
Okay.
And 1 shot into them.
And 1 shot over here from Kescher.
Yeah.
All right, what you gonna do first?
We'll do Kescher's first.
All right, so 1 shot hitting on a 3. That's a hit. I'm gonna get a 5-up save.
I thought they're the veteran guys.
They are the veterans. Oh yeah, force. No save,
Yeah, you're ground to ground.
but you remove concealment.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So firepower, 3 up, and you got him.
Okay, and then next up, Carius is doing 2 shots, and he can see.
So Carius is there shooting at that guy.
Yep.
All right, so 2 shots on 3. Re-rolling misses. So that's 2 hits. I need 2 5-ups. There we go, Jake. 2 5-ups. Ah! 2 fails. So 2 3-up firepowers.
Ugh.
All right, he's good. Carius fails again. Let me get a reaction. No reaction. He's going to hit me with that ruler. All right, so Jake's artillery over there. He's going to be trying to range in using him as observer on this team in the field. So he's going to need, against these trained guns, a 4 to range in. So first attempt.
Nope.
Second attempt.
No.
Third attempt. Nope. They whiff again. Okay, that's the German turn. Just to recap, those pack RSO packs moved up. Kescher killed a 3-inch anti-tank gun. Carius whiffed again. Oh, reaction.
It's his gun that
Oh,
he hit the target. His gun didn't
Oh,
explode.
oh yeah, faulty shells.
Yeah.
And that's it. So on to US turn 3. Okay, recapping US movement. Those guys are staying put. The tank destroyer section is moving over. These guys, the 2 50 cal Jeeps, moved up to get into range of people in the buildings. These guys are staying put, obviously, since they're immobile. So on to US shooting. Let's see what we can do. All right, so first up, I'm going to fire my 105mm artillery. I'm already ranged in here, so I'm going to go rolling to hit. I have 3 guys, infantry teams under the template, and it'll hit these 2 guys too if I can hit them. So these 2 guys are going to be hit on 4s. Nothing. And the 3 infantry teams will be hit on 3s. We got 2 hits on infantry, Jake, if you want to make saves. So 1 4-up firepower. Nope.
Don't you still get time on target?
No. No time on target. So they are pinned. The infantry's pinned, but they are good. Okay, the Chaffies are going to be firing their main guns into that infantry. None of them moved, so that's going to be 8 shots hitting on 5s. So we've got the main guns first, then we'll do the armored car and the machine guns afterwards. So here are the main guns. So we got 2 main gun hits. And we're also going to have 8 30 caliber shots from those. And those are going to hit on 5s as well. You got 1 30 cal shot. And then the 2IC is going to fire his main gun, 2 shots, needing 5s. Whoa, he knows what he's doing. And that's it from him. So we have 2 main guns, 2 50 cals, and 1 30 cal to assign, and we'll be back for Jake to make his saves. Okay,
Alright, so first we have a 30 cal. Saved. This is a main gun. Saved.
Alright.
Another main gun with a
Saved.
3-up firepower, and then these are 4-up firepowers. Firepower.
We're looking for a 4. Nope.
Good, and then this guy. Good.
Alright. So they weathered the storm again, but they are pinned. Alright, next up, this squad is going to be firing. We'll do a full-strength squad, the armored car, the jeep, and the mortars. Let's fire the armored car first, Jake. 2 shots, he didn't move. It's long range for the guys that he can see, so it's going to be 6s to hit with his main gun. There you go, 1 hit with his main gun. The 50 cal Jeep has guys in that building within 16, so he's going to need 5s to hit them. I got 1 50 cal. And then 2 shots with the mortar. We're going to need 6s as well. Yep. So 1 main gun and 1 50 cal hit. The main gun has to go over there. The 50 cal has to go in that
Main
building.
gun. Good.
Good.
And 50 cal. Yeah.
So 5-up firepower. No. Okay, next up I still have 1 50 cal and another mortar to go here. 50 cal, 3 shots, needing 5s. And 1 hit, and then 2 shots with the mortar, needing 6s. Nope. So 1 50 cal save, Jake.
3-up. Good.
Good.
Alright, unpinning this platoon. Nope.
Okay.
Unpin this platoon. Yes. And unpin this platoon. Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is a German movement. No German movement. This is an exciting game. All right, so Kesher's going to be firing at 2 shots at the artillery here. Looking for 3s. He's got 2 hits.
2 hits there.
All right, there's going to be 2 5-up saves. So I made 1 save, so 3-up firepower.
Got it.
1 more guns down.
Alright, and then Otto's taking 2 shots on the artillery again.
All right, and you can only see this gun.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Reroll. Hey, there you go. 2 5-up saves. Here we go. 2 6s.
Oh my
2 5s.
goodness.
That's good.
It's the most invincible gun ever.
It survived 3 turns of Otto Carius shooting at him. Even if he dies, he's getting a medal. What's your reaction there? He looks like Otto Carius probably looks right now. Okay, Jake's going to try to repeat or try to range in again here on this team to get 4 under his template. Looking for 5s.
4s.
4s. First attempt fails. Second attempt hits.
I got a marker on him.
So second attempt, you only have 2 guns. So normally you are trained, you are a veteran, right? Veteran
Yeah,
artillery.
I'm vet. So
So
I just have to reroll my successful hits.
Yep. So you're hitting on 3s, and you're re-rolling successful hits. So you got 2 guns you need to roll for.
I only have 3 teams.
Oh, 3 teams?
Yeah.
So 1 gun, hitting on a 3, and re-rolling for successful.
It's hitting on a 4 now because I took a second range in attempt. So
Right.
now I got to reroll it to a 4. So I
Okay,
hit
so
him,
the gun is still hit.
and then this guy. I
Command
guess these
team?
are infantry teams.
He's not an infantry team. He is a staff team, so he counts as he's like a 5-up
team?
save. Yep.
Okay. This guy, no. And this
Staff
guy,
team.
no.
All right, so I got a 5-up save on my gun team. And we make it. But that's enough to pin down the artillery. So they are pinned, if nothing else. 50-50 chance they can't fire next turn.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for German shooting. All I did was manage to kill 1 3-inch anti-tank gun. Carius is, Kesher
Kesher, yeah.
is picking them apart. Carius is feeling the pressure though. He's like, man, 3 turns.
Those guns are invincible. That was 3 5-up saves they made.
3. So they are pinned. So we're starting the American turn. I'll just go right into it. We're going to unpin these guys on a 4+. Bam. They are unpinned.
Does anything I do?
All right. So we're going to try to make this a little exciting here. So just to recap movement, my tank destroyer guys have moved into position over here. I called the half tracks. I realize that's a high-speed carrier. Half tracks to pull back that artillery piece so it's not touching the wall and not within line of sight anymore. And then we're going to stay put, but this time I'm going to remember my 2IC is a recon team. He's a recce team, so he's going to try to lift gun to ground off the infantry. And I think I might try to do the same with one of the reconnaissance jeeps here and see what I can do. So, all right, so let's go ahead and go to US shooting. All right, so first off, I'm going to repeat bombardment here. Jake hasn't moved anybody, so it's still going to be two, it was these two, right?
Two RSOs.
Two RSOs.
I think it was.
And 3 infantry. So the RSOs, the 2 RSOs we hit on 4s. There we go. And the infantry we hit on 3s. We got 2 hits on the infantry, so they're repinned. All right, Jake, so if you want to assign those to whoever you want.
Okay. This guy. Possible bail.
Okay.
Next guy. Possible destroy.
All right. So let's just do those real quick. Bail on a 4+, destroy on a 4+. So 2 bailed.
Alright, this team, 3+. No, so firepower on that guy.
4 up, got him.
And then this guy.
4 up, nope. So killed 1 infantry stand and bailed out 2 Pac 40s. That's the best thing that gun's done so far. All right, so the 2IC is going to try to lift gun to ground off that infantry team. It's a skill check on a 3 up. Okay, so that's better. And now I'm hitting you on 4s with main guns. So we're going to have 8 main gun shots from Chaffies. Looking for 4s. Lifting gun to ground didn't help. So we got 3 main gun hits, and then we're going to have 8 30 cal shots. Here's the first 4. I got 1 there, and the second 4. We got 4 30 cal hits total for you to assign as well. So 3 main gun and 4 30 cal hits.
All right, so here's.
All right, so Jake's assigned his hits. The 5s are main gun hits, and the 6s are 30 cal. So here's a main gun hit.
So main gun.
3 up.
Nope, firepower.
Firepower.
Cocked.
Cocked. Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Main gun. Good.
Good.
And main gun. Firepower.
Got him.
Dead. Alright, machine gun. Good. And 2 machine guns. 1.
Looking for a 6. Yep. Couldn't be 30 cals or 50 cals. All right, over here I'm going to use one of these 50 cal Jeeps to lift gun to ground, or attempt to lift gun to ground on that infantry platoon in the center. So we're looking for a 3 up. We got it. So, and then for the other guy in his platoon, we're going to get 2 mortar shots hitting on 5s instead of 6s now. Hey, we got a mortar hit. So
1 save.
Yep.
Got it.
Good. All right. And then now this other platoon is going to fire as well. We got 2 main gun shots from the Greyhound hitting on 5s now instead of 6s. Misses. 2 mortar shots. Miss. And 3 50 cal from the Jeep. 2 hits there.
Alright, so 1 on him. Good. And 1 on him. Wait, what Jeep was it?
50 cal. That Jeep. Both of them would have had to be on that house, but it doesn't really matter. Nope. He's good. And that's it for their shooting.
Okay, so I have 2 bailed out over here. Get back in. Does. And next one. Does.
Ugh.
Well, there's nothing to shoot at. Okay.
You got to unpin those infantry too. The ones
yeah.
that took a loss.
These guys, no, and these guys, yes.
And I don't think the guys in the middle took enough hits, so they're fine.
Yeah.
All right, so on to German movement. All right.
All right, Otto took a bog check to get out of here.
Okay. All right, he's good.
Problem. All right, bog check for Kesher, taking Otto's spot. He's good.
He's good. Okay, so recap German movement. Carius and Kesher look like they want to make this interesting. They're moving out to play. The infantry moved up out of those buildings up to the rock wall. So they're still in bulletproof cover as long as they're facing me. So on to German shooting. Can Jake make something happen?
I hope so.
Okay, here we go. We'll find out. German turn 5. All right, so Jake's going to fire with... Carius is going into the damaged recon platoon that's in here. 4 shots with his machine guns. So looking for 4s.
And re-roll everything.
Reroll because Carius is...
The odds are so...
Carius sucks this game.
You can kill him.
Sorry my language. All right, but Kesher's going to show him how it's done. Kesher's moved, so he's firing 1 shot at the guy that Carius has missed all game. So hit him on a 3-up rerollable. So we need the rerollable.
Okay.
No.
Just the entire platoon will miss.
Entire platoon. All right, what's next? So that infantry platoon, 3 guys can shoot at this Jeep, part of the damaged platoon. So hitting him on 4s, I think. Everyone can see him out in the open.
Yeah.
So you got 1 hit. So the Jeep needs a 3-up save. Come on, 3-up. Oh!
Yeah!
The Jeep goes down, and that mortar is going to owe you a morale test at the end of the shooting phase. All right, so Jake's going to be repeating the bombardment here. He's got 1 gun, 1 infantry team, 1 staff team. So you're hitting me on 3s this time, but you're re-rolling successful hits.
Yep. So this guy.
Gun.
So missed. This guy. Missed. And this guy.
Staff team. Double missed.
I'm so good.
Wow, that artillery. Kesher must, what's his name?
I think the whole team.
The whole German team is taking this turn off. They're on vacation. Silent protest. Is that it for your shooting?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. These guys need a 4-up, or this one guy needs a 4-up to stay. And he does on a 4, so the mortar team stays. Okay, so first up, before the movement phase starts or anything like that, I am popping my ambush. So my Jacksons are appearing here, and then these 3 teams go away. So they retreat and run away. So now on to US movement. Okay, so the Americans pounced. I feel like I fell for some bait here. Do you have some sneaky plan that I don't?
4 more tigers in ambush.
All right, so Jackson's moved out. 2 of them didn't move. 2 of them did move. All my Chaffies moved up to get me side shots on Kesher. The 2 of the armored recon platoon moved down to get some machine gun shots into the infantry. And that's it for right now. So on to U.S. shooting. Oh, the lone surviving Jeep drove all the way over here to cower behind the tree to try to deny Jake a victory point. Unless he wins. All right, so on to U.S. turn shooting. All right, so we're going to try to not range in. We're going to drop our artillery bombardment here, same spot. There's only 2 RSOs that are still alive, 2 infantry teams. So the 2 RSOs. He was under that temperature too. Yep, I've been rolling 2 and 3. So 2 here, looking for 4s. We got both again. And 2 infantry teams now. We got 1. Oh no, those are trained, so 2 hits on the infantry team. So go ahead and make your save, Jake.
So these 2.
Okay. So that's 2 possible. And doesn't matter which one, so 4 ups. We got 1 destroyed and 1 bailed. And then 2 saves on infantry.
What?
So 1 4-up. Nope, but they are pinned again. Or I guess they remain pinned. Yeah. All right, so we killed 1 RSO with that bombardment. Not bad. All right, folks, here's what you came to see. We've got the Jackson platoon opening up on Carius and his buddy Kesher. So these 2 guys moved. So they're only firing 2 shots. They can hit both tanks. They can see Carius out in the open, so they're going to be rolling 4s. The other 2 tanks did not move. They can only hit Carius, and they're hitting on 5s. So here we go. 2 shots hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit so far. And then we have 4 shots hitting on 5s. Nothing. 1 hit, Jake. 1 hit. All right, so it's going to be AT 14 versus front armor 9.
Yes.
Carius bounces it. All right, so now the Chaffies are going to have to pick up the slack. So the Chaffies have 8 shots using their stabilizers. 2 of them are going to be hitting on 6s, and 2 are going to be hitting on 5s. So here are the 4 shots on 5s. Ugh. And 4 shots on 6s. Nothing. They whiff as well. All right, then next up, the Greyhound and the 50 cal Jeep are going to be shooting on that infantry down the line. They're both going to use 50 cal machine guns, so it's going to be 6 shots, needing 3s. So that's going to be 5 hits. So
this guy, no, firepower 6.
5 50 cal. Nope.
And then I'll just roll these all together. No, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, you got to do one at a time. Yeah. He's dead. Yep.
Dead.
And he can swap.
Fine.
All right, so they drop 2 after everyone else whiffs. The 2 IC is going to shoot 350 cals into the guys in the building there, hitting on 5s. I got 1 hit on him, Jake, if you want to make a save. He's good. And then, going back, do you mind if this mortar takes a shot at the infantry as well?
Oh, go for it.
2 shots. You might want to check for that 16. It's either going to be 5s or 6s to hit. Let's see if it matters. No, it doesn't matter. The 6 will hit. So a save for him. Good. All right, so that's it for U.S. shooting. I'm very disappointed with my Alpha Strike on Kesher. This might be the game if Carius can actually hit someone this time.
I can hit something good.
All right, so Jake, that infantry platoon owes me a morale check. Is Carius going to join?
No.
Oh, are you sure?
All right, these 2 guys.
All right.
No.
They fail. All right.
All right, bailing back in.
No.
No.
You want to unpin that infantry there too?
Oh, sure.
Oh, no, you don't.
They weren't moving anyway.
Okay, and that's it for unpinning. So.
Yep.
Okay, to recap German movement is there's no German movement. So, on to shooting. What's it going to be first, Jake? You made me fall into this trap.
We'll do artillery first.
All right.
So hitting this guy on a 3.
All right, re-rolling successfuls. So you miss him.
It rolled so far away. Yay! You're pinned.
You hit him.
Make a save.
3-up save. He's good.
And the staff table. Hey, hits him too.
5-up save. So firepower.
Got
him. So no more repeat bombardments for me. And they are pinned down. All right, Carius' platoon is firing up.
So we'll do Kesher first.
All right.
Onto those 2.
Needing 3s. Rerolling misses.
I need both. Ugh.
1 hit so far.
Firepower on. Oh wait, no.
Go ahead and do the rest of the platoon.
Whatever. I need these dice. 1 hit on them.
So 1 hit so far.
And then 2 shots from Carius. 2 hits.
Oh, see, Carius. See, it was a trap all along. All right, so it's going to be firepowers for 3. So I'm going to do. Let's do 1, 2, 3. So firepower here on this guy. 3-up.
Destroyed.
This guy.
Bailed.
And
this guy.
This guy in the woods.
Destroyed.
All right, so it's 2 destroyed and 1 bailed. All right, that's not good. All right. Any other shooting?
We are gonna do a stormtrooper move.
So you're done in the shooting phase?
Yep.
I owe you a morale check here. 4 up, or they run. They are gone. So this guy takes off. All right, so 3 up stormtrooper for Carius.
Got it.
He's good. Kesher's making a bog check.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, do tigers have that rule? They bog
What?
on 1 or 2? Or
No.
Okay.
So he's moving forward a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so recap of a devastating turn for the Americans. Kesher and Carius killed the Jackson platoon. They are gone. And the artillery, opposing artillery, sniped my staff team. So the staff team is gone. No more time on target for the Americans. All right, so let's see what I can do to turn this around. I may have to go for the draw. We'll have to see. All right, these guys are going to be making some bog checks. First Chaffee is good. Second Chaffee is good.
If you're firing at a building, you only get 1 level.
All right, so here we go. We're going to unpin the 105 artillery. Yay, they're unpinned. Okay, recapping American movement. This M5 3-inch gun moved up. It's going to get a side shot on Kesher, maybe. Maybe not, but at least he can shoot at Kesher. Over here, the Chaffies swooped around. I've got 2 that are going to be shooting into the butt of Carius. And then I moved up my armored recon platoon over here to get some shots into those guys on the hedge. But here's what's going to happen first. All right, Jake, are you ready for this?
Yep.
My artillery is going to snipe Kesher's Tiger. So these guys are going to fire. He's spotting. Going to range in on Kesher. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to range in on a 4. 5 for concealment.
Yep.
Sound good? Second attempt. Second attempt. So normally I hit you on a 4 because you are veteran, so I'm going to hit you on a 5.
I think it's your
One
skill.
guy. Nope, it's your skill to hit. So here we go. 5 to hit. I missed. All right, next up. We're going to go through this quick because we don't have much to shoot. Here we go.
2 checks.
2 Chaffies into the butt of Carius. They're going to use stabilizers. So they're going to be hitting on 5s. So here you go. Those Chaffies. Can they be heroes or are they zeros? We'll find out looking for 5s. 1 hit. All right, Carius.
You're 18.
Roll me a 1. I'm AT-10. I need you to roll a 1 for me.
2.
Possible bail. And he's bailed out. Okay, that pack RSO is going to try to bail back in.
Yes.
And he does.
Okay.
And we did roll that infantry platoon. They did not unpin. And here's the big one. Can Carius get back in his tank?
Get back in his tank.
Does he have protected ammo?
I can't remember a lot of stuff.
Well, roll 1 die and see if it matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't
that's
matter.
good.
He's in. All right, just to wrap up German movement. Jake's going for the killing blow here. The RSO packs moved around. The Tigers are staying put to get full rate of fire. And the artillery is moving up as well. So we're going to see. We're going to go straight into Jake's shooting phase. What are you going to do first?
All right. Let's start with the Tigers first.
All right.
So Kesher, 2 shots at this guy.
All right. Hitting him on 3s. No, 4s. I'm bet.
Yeah, 4s.
Reroll the miss.
1.
So firepower. And I'm going to put it on. That's cocked. So it's destroyed, but I'm going to destroy the 2 IC.
Okay, so he joined
Weakest armor. Yep.
them. Okay.
All right, and then
I can try to gun take you, though.
you could.
On a 5 up, I think?
5 up.
Got it.
Got him. All right, so that is destroyed.
And then Otto's going to turn his turret, so he's going to slow traverse.
All right, so you're hitting me on 5s, rerollable.
Yep. Nothing.
Reroll.
1.
1 hit, so firepower. 3 up. Destroyed one. Alright, so that's 2 dead.
Gonna aim at the smoke. Alright, so the RSOs are shooting at the last chaffee, so we need 6s.
Oh, there's 2 Jaffies alive.
Although
Take
one I
them.
can see.
Alright, so you're gonna need 6s. And they whiff. Alright.
And 2 shots from my self-propelled guns into this guy needing 6s. Yes.
Yeah. Alright, firepower.
2+. Got him.
Alright, so that's a test for the Chaffies. Alright, so that's it for German shooting. So here we go. The Chaffies, or the one surviving Chaffee, and 2 IC, do they stick around? If not, it's pretty much going to be game. So here we go. And they are gone. So I think with that, Jake, I don't have anything that can really fight you.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. So good game, sir.
Good
You
game.
win 5-2 because I took out an infantry platoon. All right,
Yes.
we're gonna go to a post-game show and talk about the game. Okay, so this is the after-game discussion. We have a 5-2 German victory. So, Jake, how do you feel about this battle?
I don't think this battle was as exciting as it could have been.
Well, I think it came down to one thing. We both had kind of squishy lists
Yeah.
with one hammer in our list. You had your Tigers and I had my Jacksons.
Yeah.
And the minute my Jacksons whiffed, that's the game right there.
Yeah, because I would have to whiff with both of these guys re-rolling, hitting on your base value, so that's a lot harder to do.
So let's talk about how I whiffed. I had 6 shots going into Carius from the Jacksons,
Yeah.
and I got 1 hit, which you bounced out of 6. Odds were not in my favor with that roll, so I should have got 1 or 2 more, at least, because a couple of those shots were in the open. But it wasn't to be, and Carius finally managed to hit something.
Yeah, that's the only thing you
All
hit.
game.
All game.
And then the Chaffies were a last-ditch effort. I mean, even from the side, Jake has to roll a 1 for a Chaffee to penetrate a Tiger, so that's not going to happen.
Well, for the side, my armor's 8. But the
Oh,
front,
your side's your 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you had a semi-good chance there.
Yeah, I still have to roll a 1 or 2. And then over here, I mean, I could have gone more for that objective, but you were in buildings, so I can't really assault you without bogging on a 1 or 2, I think it is, or it might be 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I think you might have done better giving me that side, just because I can't put everybody in buildings.
Yeah, you might have, but your RSOs would have a lot of choices for where they could.
They would. I'd probably put them in that middle one.
Play their
so they
little
could get both
ambush.
sides.
So, and over here, Kesher, let's see, Kesher's really the hero of
He
the
really
battle.
is. I think he killed 2 out of those.
He killed...
Or no, he killed 1. He whiffed
killed
on
one.
this one.
Yeah, he got, but
He got 1 and Carius
he killed 2 guns over here with
Yeah.
long-range fire. So that's pretty good. I managed to kill 1 platoon. You failed morale in the middle Pioneer platoon, but
Yeah.
obviously it wasn't enough to save me. So it's kind of a slow game until you make that decision to deploy the tank destroyers. As soon as that happens, the game is on. And so when they whiffed, it was really uphill. There wasn't much I could do.
Yeah, I totally thought you were going to win. Bringing both of these Tigers up here, they were in the open for shots, and all you had to do was hit with them, and I would have died.
Yep, yeah. So even if I would have killed 1, that would have meant half of my platoon probably would have survived, and they would have been there next turn to shoot.
Yeah.
So that's definitely huge that the Jacksons died. So there you go, folks. That's a 5-2 win for the German Ersatz Pioneer Platoon, Flames of War version 3. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and give us a like, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the battle, how you might deploy differently. And just to keep in mind, we are playing with not very competitive lists. These lists are not tournament lists by any stretch of the imagination, but I very rarely get to play with armored cavalry, and Jake really likes Carius. Well, I guess
Yeah.
he is competitive. I hate
And
that guy.
He can be, but I normally like to roll in 3 tanks so 1 can die, but in late war era now, front armor 9 is nothing.
Yeah, especially I'm rocking a bulge list, so I have AT-14, AT-13.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that, and keep on wargaming.